In our last class, we did a little bit of illustration and experimented with the pen and ink technique in Photoshop. Today we're going to create a nice little layout. I'm going to show you precisely how to do that so we can share our work with the world. First thing that we're going to need to do is get our image of the Academy for Urban Planning. We're going to download this correctly, not by right-clicking and selecting Save Image As, but rather you're going to click Download, Download Photo, or Actions Download Photo, and it's going to end up in our Downloads folder. So I can see that it's right here. I'm going to go to Photoshop. I'm going to click File, Open. I'm going to find it in my Documents, Downloads, right-click, Arrange Icons by, Modified, Tremendous. So now that we've got our photo, the next step that we're going to want to do is unlock this layer. So I'm going to press F7 to open up the Layers palette. I'm going to double click so that lock is gone, and now I'm going to select the magic wand and delete the interior of these three boxes. So I'm going to select this area, press delete, delete, delete. Tremendous. Next step is we'll start with this photo of AUP. I'm going to press Control M or go to Image Adjustments and then Curves. And we're going to enhance the color a little bit. We're going to make it a little bit more vibrant. I'm going to press OK. That looks much better. I'm going to now drag this into our template. So it's on top. I'm going to drag it beneath layer 0. And I'm going to press Control T. We'll try 33%. That's a little too big. The nice thing about having it underneath this template is that we can configure it any way we want without there being any overlap. Next, let's find our illustration. So you're going to go into this image right here, and let's see if this is your illustration. You can do one of two things. You can either crop it or select M or choose the marquee tool. You're going to make a selection, press Control C and Control V, and there we go. And you know, it's not perfect, so what we can do is we can press Control T. I'm going to make it proportional. Although if you have to stretch out a tiny bit, that's okay too. All right. Now finally, let's get our pen and ink example. Here we go. So now, again, using the Move tool, you're simply going to drag it in. That looks pretty good right there. And I can see that if you have a little bit of overlap, make sure you're in the right layer. You can press Control M and then make a selection, press delete in the event that you need to. Tremendous. We're 99% done. You're going to want to make sure that you delete right here where it says name and date. I would recommend that you simply select white in the foreground color. You're going to use the paintbrush. Oops, make sure you're on the right layer. You're going to write your name and date. And an appropriate size. And if you want, you can do a different color. We can have a little bit of fun with this. You're going to put the date as well. And at the bottom, what you're going to do right down here is you're going to write a little bit of text. You're going to share with us the main idea that you learned from this exercise. Perhaps it's that Photoshop is a neat way to sort of cut corners. Perhaps Photoshop is a tool that can be used for deception. You're going to think about what precisely you learned from doing this pen and ink exercise. I'm looking forward to your work. You're going to submit it to me into the blog, save it as a JPEG. Let me know if you have any